Accra Psychiatric Hospital is the oldest psychiatric hospital and in some regards the biggest psychiatric hospital in Ghana. It's been operational since 1905 when it was initially opened as an asylum and constructed as such. Its structure is built around that of an old colonial prison. Probably the worst example of this is the special ward. The internal structures are not therapeutic in nature. They're more concerned with keeping people incarcerated rather than how their mental health will be affected by their environment, because it was the ward dedicated to the management of people who are referred by the criminal justice system. Therefore, there was a need for extra security for that ward.
Benton Alethea, attorneys and consultants, has a corporate social responsibility wing, which is the Wholesome Mind experience, which was birthed out of an experience we had with a client who suffered a mental condition, and we thought that we needed to give back.
The Wholesome Mind Summit has been a game changer when it comes to mental health advocacy in Ghana. And like I always say, it was the first time that mental health and law came together. The collaboration between mental health and law brought a very significant innovation and an insight that shows that if two key players can come together to make such an impact, what is it going to be like if you have dozens of other key players come together to bridge this gap that we have in mental health?
So on February 14th, we had the opportunity to collaborate with Mental Health Authority on their Show Your Love campaign, which allowed us into the walls of Accra Psychiatric Hospital, where we shared some chocolates with the patients there. Upon entering the facility, I was blown away by the state of some of the wards, especially the special ward. We saw the deplorable states that they were in. We thought that there was something we had to do to make a change. There was an impact that was necessary.
This time around, the Wholesome Mind Summit is taking it to a whole new level. The intention is to renovate the special ward of the Accra Psychiatric Hospital, and I call it well-being through architecture.
With special wards, we have numerous challenges on the ward, such as the ventilation issues of the ward. Most of the dormitories doesn't have ceiling fans. Those who have the fans are not working. We also have issues with light, the lighting system of the ward. Then the bedstead that the patients are supposed to lie on. Some are broken, some are rusted too. We have issues with mosquito nets on the ward, which makes most of the patients being bitten by mosquitoes. Last week, a patient slipped and fell because of the tiles in the washroom. The separation room is not in a good state. It's not a place that you can seclude the patient, because you might put patient there in order for that patient to have a little rest. Maybe patient is aggressive on the ward, but you turn up or you realize that patient has been able to break the window and abscond. When it's time for patient to have their breakfast, lunch or supper, it becomes a challenge for us on the ward because we don't have a space for them to sit. When it comes to recreational activities, there is a limitation too. The only recreational activity item that we have on the ward is just the Ludo and the draft. We have a table tennis board, but it's not in a good shape. So if that one too can be fixed for them, it will also order well for the patient.
It was a really wonderful day for me when I got the call from Benton Alethea telling me that they wanted to come and partner with the hospital to renovate our special ward. It was a gift from heaven, more than anybody would understand what it meant. 2 weeks prior, I had been to the special ward with my estate manager to go and look at the work we needed to do to bring it up to scratch, because we were planning to convert it to a Psychiatric Intensive Care Unit, a desperately needed unit to improve safety and quality of care for all our clients and all our staff. And the scope of work that was required to bring the unit up to scratch was crushing. I could not see a way forward to get it executed in any way that would be worthwhile. And then I get this call that they want to renovate the special ward.
The first thing is that the spaces need to be organized and flow in a way that respects the function of an intensive care unit. With regards to the spaces themselves, the levels have to be organized so that there are not so many steps. So we need to add some ramps and other accessories for accessibility. And then we need to also look at the floors, possibly tile them, and we need to look at the walls, possibly repaint them, clad some of the walls to make them more, inviting and maybe less cold, more warm. The ceilings, we also need to work on. We have some leakages in some of the areas, so we possibly need to change some of the ceilings and redesign some of the ceilings. And also definitely have to change, I'm thinking all of the windows and also all of the security burglar proofing. It's there, but it's there designed as for a prison, not for a hospital. Currently, it's dark, depressing, cold, and not fit for purpose. And at the end of the refurbishment, we want it to be light, we want it to be inspiring, we want it to be fit for purpose, and we want it to be warm and cozy, home-like environment.
Conversion to an intensive care unit is something that improves the quality of care for every single patient of this hospital. Everybody's life is improved by having an intensive care unit where the more disruptive, more aggressive people can be moved away from people who are looking to come here and recover from depression, recover from conditions where they need calm, serene environments. But often now their stay is interfered by other people who are also coming for care, but tend to be disruptive. We don't have a good place for managing such people that they require extra care, they require intensive care, they require a more calm, more serene environment that we just don't have for them. This intervention is also helping to improve my staff security. If all the security risks are in the same place, then you can put all your security measures in one place, improving the security for all staff of the facility. This is very important now because we're hemorrhaging staff to the first world. Psychiatric staff are highly valued all around the world, and they're going for better pay and also better working conditions. They are working in better structures, better functional environments where their safety is more assured than what I can offer them here. This intervention will mean more to this hospital than Vint and Alethea will ever know, and we're eternally grateful.
One of our main goals this year is to collaborate with like-minded individuals and companies to refurbish the adopted special ward of the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. We believe that this will give the patients a more comfortable setting and a dignified way to get better.
Your help for us to achieve this will go a long way, not only to serve the people who need it, but also to destigmatize the field further and put the information of mental health across for many people.
We cannot do this renovation by ourselves. We need support and we need collaborations. And there's so much power in collaborations in making a change in our environment. I believe it strongly. And that is why we're appealing for support from all of you. We need that assistance. We have a budget, we have architects, we have a construction firm, and we have auditors. Your money will be used for the reason that is being taken. So please support us, and let's change the special ward into an intensive care unit to take care of our brothers and sisters with mental health conditions. Thank you.